In 1997, a single U.S. law changed the future of air power. Congress blocked the export of the F-22 Raptor, believing it was too advanced to share, even with allies like Japan. For decades, Japan had relied on American jets, from the F-4 to the F-15, and the Raptor seemed like the perfect next step. But when Washington said no, Japan took matters into its own hands. That rejection fueled a national mission, to design a fighter that could rival, or even surpass, America's best. What began as a closed door became the spark for Japan's rise in next-generation air power. Welcome to Jet Foundation, the place where we break down the untold stories, hidden technology, and powerful moments that shape the world of jet fighters and modern aviation. Did you know 99% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet? If you enjoy our videos, please hit subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us keep bringing amazing aviation and defense stories. For more than 40 years, Japan's air power relied almost entirely on American aircraft. From the F-4 Phantom II in the 1970s to domestically assembled F-15s and modified F-16s, Tokyo trusted U.S. technology to stay ahead of regional threats. Each time Japan needed a new fighter, Washington delivered, reinforcing the belief that this pipeline would never close. By the mid-1990s, however, that confidence was fading. The Japan Air Self-Defense Force was still flying aging F-4s while challenges across the Pacific were growing. Japan needed a fighter with stealth, speed, and long-range interception capability. The F-22 Raptor appeared to be the perfect answer. But in Washington, fears of losing sensitive technology led lawmakers to pass the 1997 Obey Amendment, which banned all F-22 exports. When Japan's request was denied in 1998, Tokyo faced a pivotal decision: remain dependent on U.S. hand-me-downs or begin the ambitious journey of developing a fighter of its own. By the late 2000s, Japan's patience with second-hand solutions had finally worn thin. More than a decade after being denied the F-22, defense planners realized that waiting for U.S. approval would always leave their air force behind emerging threats. To secure its future, Japan needed to master every element of modern fighter design: engines, avionics, stealth shaping, and advanced coatings. In December 2009, Tokyo took a decisive step by launching the Future Fighter program, later known as FX. This wasn't an upgraded import or a partnership dictated by others. It was a commitment to build a homegrown jet capable of surpassing anything the United States or regional rivals were prepared to offer. The requirements were bold: greater range, heavier payload, and stealth equal to the Raptor, supported by next-generation electronics and AI-driven systems. Before moving to a full fighter, Japan needed proof of its stealth expertise. That led to the Mitsubishi X-2 Shinshin, an experimental aircraft designed to validate composites, internal weapons carriage, and advanced flight controls, marking Japan's entry as a truly independent developer of world-class combat aircraft. On a clear afternoon in April 2016, history unfolded over Nagoya Airfield. At 2:47 p.m., a sleek diamond-shaped jet lifted into the sky, the Mitsubishi X-2 Shinshin, Japan's first domestically built stealth aircraft and undeniable proof of its growing aerospace independence. More than a prototype, the X-2 was a flying laboratory filled with advanced technology. Its two IHI XF-5 engines featured three-dimensional thrust vectoring, allowing the aircraft to pivot and roll with remarkable agility. Stealth was embedded throughout its design: ultralight radar-absorbing composites, precisely applied coatings, and carefully sculpted air intakes all worked together to shrink its radar signature. Inside, the jet used an innovative fly-by fiber system, replacing traditional wiring with optical fibers to reduce weight and deliver faster, more responsive control. Between 2016 and early 2018, test flights confirmed stable handling, strong climb performance, and validated stealth predictions, proving Japan had mastered technologies once dominated only by foreign powers. By the time the Shinshin's flight tests ended in 2018, Japan had gained something far more valuable than a single prototype. It had acquired the confidence and technical foundation to pursue a full-scale production fighter. Just 2 years later, in 2020, Tokyo launched the FX program, signaling the start of a new era in its aerospace ambitions. Where the X-2 validated core technologies, the FX aimed to fuse them into a frontline combat system for the 2030s. Central to the design were two IHI XF-9 engines, compact yet extremely powerful, capable of delivering immense thrust while generating enough electrical output to support advanced radar arrays, electronic warfare tools, and future systems. Engineers envisioned a large stealth airframe with spacious internal bays and next-generation coatings built to withstand heat from prolonged supersonic flight. The jet's most groundbreaking feature, however, was its AI-driven digital nervous system, designed to manage sensor overload, guide tactics, and coordinate unmanned wingmen, creating an adaptive platform that pushes Japan toward true 6th-generation capability. Did you know 99% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet? If you enjoy our videos, please hit subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us keep bringing amazing aviation and defense stories. At the core of Japan's leap into 6th-generation aviation is an achievement that stunned even veteran engineers: the development of the IHI XF9 turbofan. Created specifically for the FX fighter, it became the strongest evidence that Japan had mastered advanced propulsion without relying on U.S. technology. Compact yet immensely powerful, each XF9 generates exceptional thrust while supplying nearly 180 kilowatts of electrical power, enough to run high-demand systems like cutting-edge radar arrays, electronic warfare suites, and even future directed energy weapons. Reaching this performance required breakthrough materials, including heat-resistant ceramics and advanced titanium alloys capable of surviving temperatures that would destroy conventional turbine blades. The engine's three-dimensional thrust vectoring nozzles add another leap forward, redirecting exhaust in multiple directions to give the FX extreme agility during rolls, climbs, and high-angle maneuvers. More than an engine, the XF9 represents true independence. Japan now possesses propulsion technology on par with, and potentially surpassing, the best developed in the US or Europe, forming a critical pillar of its next-generation stealth fighter. By the time early design studies for the FX were completed, one reality was clear: Japan wasn't trying to imitate the F-22, it intended to surpass it. Defense analysts suggested the new fighter could exceed the Raptor in nearly every major category. The FX is expected to be significantly larger, earning the nickname Godzilla. That added volume enables deeper internal bays and expanded fuel capacity, giving the jet a far greater combat radius and payload than any fifth-generation fighter. It would be able to fly long-range missions while staying fully stealthy, carrying more air-to-air missiles, precision weapons, and standoff systems. Its shaping and coatings also mark a leap forward, with radar reflections projected to be only a fraction of the F-22's thanks to improved edge alignment and advanced materials that remain effective during sustained supersonic flight. But the FX's true advantage lies in intelligence, a powerful sensor fusion core and embedded AI designed to coordinate drones, streamline decision-making, and redefine air combat for the 6th-generation era. As Japan refined the FX concept, its leaders recognized that creating a 6th-generation fighter was not only a technological challenge but also a financial and industrial one. Even with Japan's capabilities, developing an entirely new stealth aircraft alone would demand enormous resources. The answer was to form partnerships, but only in ways that preserved Tokyo's growing aerospace independence. The first major step came in 2017, when Japan and the United Kingdom agreed to explore advanced fighter cooperation. Unlike older arrangements where Japan simply bought Western systems, this partnership treated Japanese research as an equal foundation. Britain contributed decades of combat aircraft experience, while Japan offered its breakthroughs in stealth design, engines, and mission systems derived from the X2 and FX programs. In 2022, Italy joined, forming the Global Combat Air Program, GCAP. Under this trinational effort, Japan retained major leadership roles in propulsion, avionics, and sensor integration. The alliance expanded industrial capacity, shared costs, and ensured Japanese innovations, from the XF9's power output to AI-driven teaming, shaped the core of the final aircraft. Despite bold headlines surrounding Japan's 6th-generation ambitions, the FX remains a program in development rather than a fighter on standby. Prototypes continue moving through design reviews and component testing, but the aircraft has yet to make its first flight. Even so, its existence is already reshaping global perceptions. A nation once seen mainly as a buyer of foreign jets now stands among the designers of future air power. That shift offers a wider lesson. Innovation flourishes when countries must rely on their own abilities. The U.S. refusal to export the F-22 in the 1990s, meant to safeguard American secrets, unexpectedly pushed Japan toward aerospace independence. Instead of accepting permanent reliance, Tokyo invested in research, nurtured engineers, and pursued goals beyond what any ally was prepared to share. Today, the FX, strengthened by the Global Combat Air Program, reflects that determination. Even if schedules evolve, the knowledge gained is already reinforcing Japan's industrial base and proving that rejection can spark leadership, opening a path toward technologies that may redefine the skies. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Japan's remarkable journey, from loyal buyer of foreign jets to a nation shaping the future of air combat. What do you think about the FX program and its impact on the balance of power in the skies? Drop your opinions, questions, or insights in the comments below. Your perspective helps us create deeper conversations around aerospace technology and defense innovation. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video. It's one of the simplest ways to support our work. And if you're passionate about the evolution of aviation, stealth fighters, and the engineering breakthroughs behind them, make sure you subscribe to Jet Foundation. Hitting the bell icon will keep you up to date with every new episode we release. Finally, share this video with anyone who loves cutting-edge aircraft so we can grow a community inspired by the ideas, ambition, and persistence shaping the future of flight.